And that one fouled off. Man at first, one away. This one in the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Ohtani with a move to first. And he's back in easily. Tying run is at first. Last half of inning number 5. And no one can get there. They fired in quickly. So it's first and second with only one away. Now it's the shortstop, Elly De La Cruz. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. 2 down. Now the left fielder, Riley Green. Fly to center his first time. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on. And we're back. And now David Ortiz. And that's off the inside edge. Ball 1. Hard on the ground to first. He steps on the bag. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Terry Pendleton. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Fastball for a strike. Check swing, went around, and it's 1-2.
2 strikes.
Struck him out looking. 2 down, base is empty. Now Manny Ramirez. That misses. Ball 1. And another ball.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
There's a strike.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
2 down, nobody on. Gets a piece and stays alive. Ball 4, tried another curve but couldn't locate it.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what. He earned that walk.
The left-hander on now, Josh Hader.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Ohtani, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. Inside corner at the knees for a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Just misses. And the count's even at 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Down on strikes looking for the second. Back here at American Family Field. Bottom of the 6th. Now it's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Swing and a ground ball. Tosses to first, 1 away, bottom of the 6th. Jordan Westburg now at the plate.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here.
Oh, Boog, we talk about how the ball is coming out of the pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
Tatis waits. And that is cut on and missed. That's strike two.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get in the swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
And that one popped in the air, left field. Ramirez makes the grab, and that's the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the top of the seventh, and now here is Jason Varitek. Check swing, called strike. Next offering is fouled back. Next offering misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And that skips in the dirt. Got him swinging. So digging in, Pete Crow Armstrong. 0 for 2 in this one. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Right through there for a strike.
1-1.
Foul ball there. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Elly De La Cruz just missed. Checked his swing of the 1-0 and appealed to first. And he held back, according to Larry Bullard. That one missed. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Slice to right and foul ball. And that one is inside, and it's ball 4. So a man at first. And now it's Christian Yelich. Just missed.
The 2-out walk. Got to erase that and really go to work.
Elly looking to steal. Pitch in for a strike. High leg throw to second, and great jump. De La Cruz at second with 2 down. Check swing, but he went too far. And that's strike 2.
2 strikes.
Some heat there at 98 miles an hour. Back here in Milwaukee, now it's the DH, J.D. Martinez. Ohtani back to work. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
And an area that goes unnoticed is the coach that's responsible for positioning, and then the research person that's providing the information. So what we're seeing in baseball, so many more people behind the scenes that are contributing to the success between the lines.
Fought off foul. This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. And they jump in front in the 7th. It's 2-1. And now the center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr. Ball 1, no strikes.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Swing and a high fly ball, deep left field. And that's a foul ball.
Well, on the mound, this is a spot where he's got to treat this as a clean inning. Forget about the home run. Forget about now being behind on the scoreboard. Start fresh and get those hitters back up to the plate as quickly as possible.
And downstairs. And a ground ball to first, and that's just foul. In the air, left field, down the line, and that's a foul ball. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And there's ball 4. That's a great at-bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Well, he's starting to look a little gassed to me, and we'll see if they go to the bullpen in this spot or not.
And here's the catcher, Ted Simmons. 1 for 2. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. And that'll fall for a base hit. And now runners at the corners, nobody out. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Elly De La Cruz. First pitch, and he just misses.
Counts 1-0.
Traffic on the bases with two already in to score. Here, the bottom of the seventh. Milner, he's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. And in a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit. Caught him looking for the K. So up next, Riley Green.
As a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. Swing and a miss as he was late.
2 strikes.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Going back. It bangs off the wall. Here comes Junior, and he scores. And they lead by 2.
Got the job done to put him up by 2. Textbook bat control right there. Got a pitch on the outside, saw it deep into the zone.
And that one is lifted in the air. Yelich should have it. And he makes the catch. Both runners tagging. In comes the run from third. And they lead by 2.
They had a chance to add to their lead right there, and they did with the sac fly. Nice job of getting it done. Really good execution with that at bat.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. In to score is the runner from third, and they're up by 4.
Wastes no time there. Breaking ball was in a decent spot down and in, but he did a really nice job getting to it before it tied him up.
Now here is Fernando Tatis Jr. Did not go. And that one is inside.
Well, no need to go right at this guy. First base is open. He can hurt you. So make him expand his zone. If he doesn't, give him a walk.
Here's a 2-1. They say you win.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And down on strikes. Inning over. Although we're at the top of the 8th. Here's the second baseman, J.J. Weatherholt. That clips a corner. And a big swing and a miss.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Inside, just missed. And that's in the dirt.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
And that one in the air center field. Junior makes the play. 1 away. David Ortiz digs in now. 1 for 3. There's the strike. And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-2. Good eye right there.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
Just off the inside corner. 2-2. And a swing and a miss. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Foul ball. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. And that keeps the inning going.
Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up.
So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Trevor Hoffman.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Ramirez in the box now as he leaves that one up high. Fastball for a strike. And a count 1-1. And delivers outside. Pendleton off of first with 2 away. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. 2 outs. And that one's a little bit low. And the count is filled up. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. And we're back. Bottom of the 8th. And now the DH, J.D. Martinez. Lifted in the air, right field. He makes the grab, and there's one down.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
And now it's Bryce Harper to the plate. He's already homered here in this one. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him. Gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at-bat?
And that misses. 2-1.
We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
There's the strike.
2.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. That one off the mark, and that's ball 3. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Here's the center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. And that's in for a strike. In the dirt. On to first. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. Back here at American Family Field, we go to the 9th. Now it's the DH, Shohei Ohtani. First offering, and it just misses. Hoffman measures 6 feet even. He features a changeup, a 4-seamer, a cutter, a slider, and he occasionally uses a curve. Just missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Next pitch in for a strike, and it's 2-2. And that just misses. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. Varitek stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. To the right side. Harper takes it himself. 2 up, 2 down. So they're down to their final out. Pete Crow Armstrong getting ready to hit. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Just misses with that one.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
In the dirt, Simmons down to first with it. In-time ball game, and the strikeout ends it.
I don't care if you're a top team or you're a middle-of-the-pack team. Every ball club
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. We've got Diamond Dynasty Baseball tonight. It's Los Angeles going up against Milwaukee. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Ready to go now. And now, Christian Yelich. And that misses. And with that, we're underway here in the desert. Swing and a miss. That one at 99. And the count is 1-1. That's to third. In plenty of time to first. And the first out of the game is an easy one. Pete Crow Armstrong, the next to hit. And he lays down a bunt. On to first. 2 quick outs at the top of the first here tonight. Here's Josh Young. Ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back here at Chase Field and getting to start, Steve Carlton. What should we keep an eye on here?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot. The same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Bottom of the first. Now it's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Not
ball
close
one,
with that one, and that's ball 1. There's a swing and a drive. Baylor makes the grab, and there's one down. So digging in, Jordan Westburg. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Yelich makes the grab for the second out. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. And first offering is fouled off. Just missed. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's a rocket out to left. This one looks like trouble. Around first, heading for 2. Into second, and he's got a double. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. J.D. Martinez stands in. That's to third, and a foul ball.
The strategy of winning a ball game, when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that can be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job.
The throw to first, third out. All set for the start of the inning. And now the DH, David Ortiz. May back to work. That's a ball. Tried to attack with the sweeper. Next pitch is inside. 2 balls, no strikes. Line drive. That's a base hit into right field. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Lau at the plate. Swings and misses. And that's strike 1.
0-1.
And that's outside. No score here in the second. Ground ball left side. Over to Jazz. There's 1 and 2. In time to first for the double play. Here's the left fielder, Don Baylor. Strike 1.
Well, you got to be careful with this guy. 2 outs, nobody on. He's looking to drive the ball really far. So if you can't get him to chase your pitch, you might just pitch around him a little bit and deal with the guy on deck if you walk him. Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
He swings and fouls one off. The next
Ball
pitch
one.
misses, and it's a ball and a strike. Runner on the go. Pitch
Ball.
misses.
That's inside.
Throw
No,
there.
he's safe.
Safe. Swing and a ground ball up the middle, and that squirts through. Throws to second, hung up in a rundown now, and they put the tag on him for the out. Back here in the desert, so here is Bryce Harper. And that skips in the dirt. Slider right there.
Going to really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Up the middle. What a stop. Over to first. It's there, and that's a great play. Ken Griffey Jr. will hit next. Late on that fastball.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Up the middle. On the run, sends it over to first.
Oh, you could tell he was sniffing that hit all the way. Great hustle getting down the line. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Ted Simmons now at the plate as he swings through strike one. Squirts away a little bit. Junior leads off first with one away. And a good eye there.
Really good take, especially with two strikes.
Pitch misses. 2-2. Now fly ball to right center. Crow Armstrong running hard to get it. He's got it, and there's two away. Ellie De La Cruz now at the plate. He's a dynamic player.
Yeah, Boog, the youngest player ever to hit 25 home runs and steal 60 bags, and you never know what he's going to do next.
There goes Junior. That one down the line. Slides for the stop. What a play. Inning over. On to the third inning, and here's Corey Seager to hit. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base and slugging, too. The pitch. And there's a foul ball.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Next to hit, Mike Napoli. And that one upstairs, ball one. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So now back to the top of the order.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Oh, now this one's high and deep, way back there, on its way, gone. He circles the bases. It's 3-0. And now Pete Crow Armstrong. And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
0-2.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike three. Young takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. Next offering is in for a strike. Slow roller up the middle. And that one finds its way through. And that keeps the inning alive.
Hey, whatever works, right? Doesn't have to be impressive. Just find a hole, right? That's the name of the game as a hitter. And obviously there are better ways to do it than a scribber through the infield. But sometimes you get lucky just putting it in play.
Young leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
And the sweeper is off the plate. And it remains 2-2. Big Red picks up the K. Bottom of the inning. Now the left fielder, Riley Green. This is a true five-tool guy. Not very many of them out there, but when he's on the field, you can't take your eye off of him. Now a check swing, but he held up.
Fans come to the ballpark to watch him play. And in baseball, to have such a talented player going out there every day and putting on the show that he does, just a joy to watch.
That one finds the zone. 1-2. Hits for average power, the ability to field, the arm, and then the speed. Really impressive. Ground ball to the right side. Here's the tag, and he's out. And here is Chisholm. So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Ozzie Albies looking to start something with one gone. Into center. Crow Armstrong makes his way towards it, and it gets by him. Around first, digging for two. Well, he thought about two, but he's back to first safely. Now the third baseman, Jordan Westburg. And first offering is fouled off.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. Doubled in his first AB. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Tatis in his 6th season, hitting third in the lineup, and he was born in the Dominican Republic.
1-1. 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Tatis waits. And a swing and a miss. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now it's Brandon Lau. That's hard hit on the line. Tatis makes the catch. 1 down. Here's the left fielder, Don Baylor. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And first offering is fouled off. May delivers. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
1 out, base is empty. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
That missed by a lot. Now 1 and 2. Cut on and miss, struck him out. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Yeah, that's fouled off. High fly ball, right field. Tatis sizes this one up. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. And we're back. Here is J.D. Martinez. As the lefty gets to work. Martinez started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first. He did not go around. Just off the inside edge.
Well, these guys just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did.
And a base hit. The throw in. The tag out.
Right there. He's out.
And now the center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr. Swinging a foul straight back. Napoli hauls it in, 2 away. Ted Simmons now at the plate. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. And that one wrapped foul. Strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
That one's
Nope,
upstairs,
that's a
ball 1.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
In the dirt. Harper off of first with 2 away. And they'll do it again. On the ground, right side. Toss to Bagwell. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Ready now for the 5th inning. Leading off, Corey Seager. May back to work. And first offering is fouled off. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. And it is 2-1. Just off the inside edge.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
Count full.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Check swing at the full count offering. Appeal to third, and he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Here's the catcher, Mike Napoli. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
0-1.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Zips it across, and the first 2 set down in the top of the 5th. And now it'll be Christian Yelich. Now with the shift on, hits right into it. Harper takes it to the bag. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And now the shortstop, Elly De La Cruz. Grounded out his first time up. Grounds one to short. Seager to first, but it pulls him off the bag. Here's Riley Green. He's 0 for 1. That catches the corner.
Well, these players doing a good job of putting the ball into play.
Runner on the move, and that's bunted out in front of home plate. Ozzie Albies up to the plate. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single. In the dirt, but kept close. Well done behind the dish. De La Cruz takes his lead at third with 1 away. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. On the ground to the left. Fires across the diamond. Now 2 away as they get a run across. Now the number 2 hitter, Jordan Westburg. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a ball popped up. Makes the catch. Inning over. Back here at Chase Field, here's the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. Now a drag bunt, third base side. It's safe at first, a bunt single. Here's the third baseman, Josh Young. Runner on the go. Strike in there. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Swings through that one for strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
Off
Ball
the mark
back
there.
outside.
Going to count 1 and 2. That's down and in. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. And we're in the top half of the 6th. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. And a swing and a miss. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. And next is the designated hitter, David Ortiz. And that one fouled off.
The healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2. Runner takes off for third. That one hit to right. Tatis pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. The throw into second. And the batter now, Brandon Lowe. 0 for 2 in this one. Check swing to the first pitch. Look down to third. No swing. In the air, right field. Tatis under it. And that'll do it. Well, we go bottom 6. Now it's the right fielder, Fernando Tatis Jr. Pitch misses inside, and it's 1-0. On the corner for a strike. That one off the bad part of the bat, just a lazy fly ball. Base hit. Throw back in, holds him at first, so just a single.
No, he didn't get much of that one, but it's going to look like a line drive in the box score tomorrow. That's one of those things where, as a hitter, you kind of feel like you were due for something like that to drop in for you, no matter how good or bad you've been swinging the bat as of late. And he just fought it off and dropped it in there perfectly.
Puts it away for the out. Here's Harper now.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
He was late there. Strike 1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That one to first, and that goes foul. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes to the right side. Into the outfield, base hit. Into third now. So runners at the corners and 1 out.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
2 on, 1 out. And a swing and a line drive at a right field. Makes the grab. Here comes the runner from third. Not going to get him. It's up the line.
Well, he hit that one pretty well. I think it would have been a lot more than a sac fly if not for that nice play by the outfielder to track it down. Good job of getting the run in.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Baylor settles under it and makes the catch. And that is that. Back here in the desert, now the left fielder, Don Baylor. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 1.
0-1.
Swing and a foul out of play. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And he grounds one to the right side. Whips it to first. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. And now the first baseman, Jeff Bagwell. Turned on, but foul wide of third. Base is empty, one away here in the top half of inning number 7. Fought off foul. That's a ball. Went with the sweeper. Hit in the air, right field. Stretches out and hauls it in. Seager stands in now. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Lifted in the air, right center field. Tatis really on his horse for it, but can't get there in time. It's down. So he gets on base and keeps it going. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Mike Napoli. Runner takes off in the air, center field. Griffey gets under it. And that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the shortstop, Elly De La Cruz. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
1's the count.
Hit hard, but foul off to the left. Looking to get the tying run on base. On the ground as he checked his swing. Has to barehand it. On the money. Nice play. So up next, Riley Green.
Nice job of deception right there by the pitcher. Got the hitter out there a little bit. Couldn't check his swing and induces a nice little ground out.
That catches the top part of the zone, and it's 1-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one just misses the outside corner, and it's 2-2. Towards first. He'll do it himself. And that quickly 2 away. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. And that is out of play. 2 down, nobody on. And that's in the dirt. And that's off the outside edge. 2-1. On the ground, right side, and a foul ball. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And that will end the inning. Ready to begin the 8th. Here comes Christian. They turn things over to the southpaw, Hobie Milner.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And that one clips the corner.
0-1.
And a big swing and a miss.
0-2.
Swings and misses. First out in the top of the 8th. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Young stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Swing and a foul, pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play. 2 outs. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
This one in the air. He's got it, and that is that. On to the bottom of the 8th. Now the third Baseman Jordan Westberg. Brash back to work. Check swing went around, and it's 0-1. And ball one. Check swing, hit on the ground. Fires to first on the run. Nicely done for the out. And now the right fielder, Fernando Tatis Jr. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
He's going to have to make sure that he stays patient because he is the focal point in that lineup. They're going to pitch him tough. They're going to pitch around him. And when he doesn't see other guys doing anything, what you can do is become a little too aggressive and chase out of the zone.
Laser base hit. And that puts the tying run on base.
Well, that certainly feels good. When you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. When you can turn a ball around at 107 off the bat, it's going to make you feel really good inside. If he elevates that a little bit more, it's definitely out of here.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
0-2.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So Harper stands in. The first overall pick back in 2010. Check swing didn't go. And that is ball one. Late with the swing there.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
Swing and a miss. That one at 99. That is strike 2. And there's a ball.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Next offering is down low.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie. This ball game up.
Late swing, foul to the left. Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
0-2 is the count.
In the dirt, but no advance from the runners. Ripped on a line to center. And that is the inning. All set to start the 9th in this one. And here is David Ortiz. And that one hit to first. Harper steps on the bag. Now 1 gone in the 9th. Brandon Lowe getting ready to hit. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Milner, a 6'3" lefty, 185 pounds, a former first-round pick back in 2016. Harper takes it himself. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 9th. Running out of chances to pad the lead.
Not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the 9th, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
This one in the air, center field. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. Bottom 9. And the batter now, Ted Simmons. In the dirt, 1-0. And misses inside. And that one ripped to left. 1 up, 1 down.
Yeah, off the bat, it looked like they might get that tying run on base, maybe even extra bases. No dice, though. A little unlucky on that one.
De La Cruz at the plate now, and that's inside. The shortstop takes the ball. In the air, fairly deep to right field. Hauls it in for the out. So it's their last chance in this one. Riley Green digs in now. First pitch doesn't find the zone. A one-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out.
2-0.
And that skips in the dirt. On the ground to first. The tag, and that's the ball game. 3-2 the final score. Ready to go? Here's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle to base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. I could watch base hits like that one all.
There goes the runner. Pitch misses inside. Throw to second. Tag, and they got him. 1 out, base is empty. That one fouled off. And that's downstairs. And a count 2-1. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Corrals it. And there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Fernando Tatis Jr., the next to hit. ground ball up the middle. Albies. That's the third out. And now the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Brings it in. And there's one away. Cameron Meisner will hit next. Pitch misses inside. Ball one. Swing and a miss at 100 miles an hour. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. One down, base is empty. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. That one's got a chance, and that's going to bang against the wall. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double. One out, runner at second. Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. First pitch just misses.
So, Boog, here's an interesting fact about Acuna. He has the most home runs at Truist Park. He passed Freddie Freeman for the top spot in 2023, and I think he might hold that record for a while.
Meisner, the runner at second with one away. On the ground, and that's a base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and it's 1-0.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
They get it in quickly. So first and second, now one out.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. There was nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out.
Swung on, belted. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. The run comes in from second. Not in time. It's a double.
4 hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here. He really let that ball travel on the outside part of the plate, but that's a great example that you can still drive the baseball that's away. Rip that one down the line for the double.
Next offering is in for a strike.
No ball, 2 strikes.
That one just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Got him swinging. And now 2 gone. So 2 down now, and here is Terry Pendleton. Just missed. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Late on that fastball.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
Ball down.
In the dirt, nice job behind the plate. That one missed.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Jazz tosses to first, and that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. Back here in Denver, digging in, J.D. Martinez.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
That's off the inside corner. Ball 1. That one is absolutely belted. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. Safe at second with a leadoff double. And now here is Harper. Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike. 0-1. Martinez stands at second with no outs. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 2.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
And that's downstairs and outside.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
just missed.
Good location, good take. Sometimes you want the hitter to prove he can lay off that pitch.
That one ripped right center field. Forget it. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 2-2. And now it's going to be Ken Griffey Jr. Fouled off to the right. Tied up here in the early going. Strike two.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Off the plate inside, and it's 1-2. That one ripped left field. That's back there. And that one's gone into the bleachers. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. It's 3-2. Ted Simmons getting ready to hit. And the first pitch misses for ball one. And that one hammered. That's back. Gone. Straight into the visitors' bullpen. A shot to the opposite field. It's 4-2. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Elly De La Cruz. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
And that's the first out. Nice for recovery after giving up the homer. Riley Green, the next to hit, takes ball one. Off the mark there, and that's ball two. Foul ball there. And a foul ball. Next offering upstairs. That one to first, and that chance handled. Throw to first in time.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup got that hitter to roll over.
So the lineup flips over. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. Pitch misses inside, and it's 1-0. 4 runs already in the frame here in the top of the second. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field, and that'll do it. We head to the bottom of the second, and here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. Sasaki back to work, and that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1. Singy wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit. Now a rocket to right center. Way back there. And forget it. It's out of here. That was blasted to the moon. It's 4-3. Now the catcher up to hit. Jason Varitek. Inside just missed.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
Inside just missed. Sasaki. Maybe a little less aggressive. Now this one is hammered way back there, on its way and gone, and we are tied. That one felt good, and we're all square. It's 4-4. So digging in, Michael Kopech takes over on the mound.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And One of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Junior makes the catch, and there's one gone. Here's the left fielder, Cameron Meisner. And that one is in for a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away, if you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
And he blows that one by him at 100.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. He goes down looking. Here's Acuna now. RBI single his last time up. In for a strike. Good slider. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in at bottom half of inning number 2. And that one cutting but missing down low.
Strike.
Next offering is in for a strike. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. Handles, throws to first, and Acuna retired. Back here at Coors Field, now the number 2 hitter, Jordan Westburg. There's the swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
Clips the corner, 0-2. In the dirt. Gets to it, on to first. Got him. 1 away on the strikeout.
Just not a good pitch to swing at. One reason he's an everyday player is he usually lays off of that jump.
Tatis in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Out to center. Merrill makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. Now it's JD Martinez. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. And it's fouled away. Martinez goes 6 feet 3 inches, batting in the cleanup spot. And though usually in left field, today he's the designated hitter.
Some guys don't like not being able to play defense because it helps them to stay in the rhythm. So for him to be the DH, we'll see if he gets
drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that one hops the wall. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Outside low. And now 2-0.
2-0 count to a guy with this much pop at the dish. You better expect him to be turning on something. It's going to either get hit hard to the pull side or the fans better look out in the stands.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
First and second, 2 outs. Here's the center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr. Little chopper rolls foul. Next one misses. 2 balls and a strike.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Here's the pitch. It's a double steal. Junior swinging a drive. Deep right field. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. And we're back as we go to the last of the third. Now it's Yordan Alvarez. To the right side, and it's through for a hit. And a good start to the inning. And now David Ortiz doubled his first time. Swing and a miss, and 1-0-2 on the radar gun. Late on that fastball.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys.
Registers the punch out and hits 101. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Elly De La Cruz. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Well, strike one is so critical in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Popped up. Westburg under it. Makes the catch. And the inning is over. Start of the 4th, and here's the catcher, Ted Simmons. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
You know, this group of hitters showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. Pitch count is pretty high, and they've plated 4 runs already, so I think it's safe to say their game plan is working out pretty well right now. So they forced the starter to put in a lot of work, and they've been able to get to him for some runs, and hopefully that bullpen phone is working today.
On the ground to third. A dive. Nice stop. Not in time. He's safe. Elly De La Cruz digs in now. Grounded out his first time up. That pitch gets the inside corner. Strike 1. And that one fouled off.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Here's Riley Green. He's 0 for 1. Swings through that one for strike 1.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge, just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
And there's the strike. Simmons at first, 1 gone. And ring him up, says Carl Dixon. That's a strikeout. So the batting order turns over at the plate. Jazz Chisholm Jr. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. And there's the strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at-bat.
Next offering upstairs. Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Top half of inning number 4. Center field. Merrill should have this one. Drops into the glove, and that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ozzie Albies up to the plate. That one in triple digits. This one ripped, but foul to the right. Hit in the air, center field. Junior sizing this one up. Brings it in. 1 away. Here's the catcher to hit, Jason Varitek. He's already homered in this game. And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. Junior hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Back to the top of the line. So Josh Hader gets the call to the mound.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
And he deals. That's a strike.
It's amazing to look up and see 88 miles per hour on that changeup. Back in the day, that was a pretty good fastball. But with high velocities these days, that speed difference.
To first, that ends the inning. Here's the third baseman, Jordan Westburg. 0 for 2 in this one. First pitch, and he just misses.
Well, these guys, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
This one in the air. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, nabs it, and there's one away. So with one down, it'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone.
That splitty's a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand, looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
And that one is inside ball 1.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
That's down and in.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. All tied up, and we're at the top of the 5th. Got him swinging. The high heat, too much on that one. J.D. Martinez stands in. Out to short, De La Cruz. Throws across the diamond, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now the left fielder, Cameron Meisner. Sliced hard but foul.
Well, these players putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
And it stays fair.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes. But
and now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. First pitch swinging.
0-1.
Next pitch inside, and it's 1-1. Headed towards the corner. Fair ball. Lead runner around second. Meisner headed for the plate. He scores and they have the lead. It's 5-4. Here's Yordan Alvarez. He's 2 for 2. And a foul ball. 1 on, nobody out. A run in. Last half of inning number 5. Ball 1 there. Davis. He's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit. And there's a ball.
Now, as a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
Yeah, they get the out on Alvarez. And here's the first baseman, David Ortiz. That's out to center field. Junior sizes this one up and makes the grab. Runner tags at second, and he gets to third safely, moving up on the fly out, and there are 2 gone. And now the shortstop, Elly De La Cruz. That's in there, and that's strike 1. The shortstop takes the ball. Acuna on third with 2 out. Base hit and a run comes in.
Well done, drives in the run. 112 miles per hour. The ball seemed to explode off the bat right there. He put everything together on that swing, so that's one of those knocks that feels a little extra sweet.
There's a swing and a drive. Tatis really on his horse for it. Can't get there. This one lands foul. Runner takes off. The 1-1 is fouled off. 2 outs. And that just misses.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some raw in it.
Runner on the go again. Pitch misses. Save at second, and he easily steals the bag. On the ground, out to short. De La Cruz slings to first. They limit the damage here. Back here at Coors Field. And now the first baseman, Bryce Harper. Davis back to work. Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 6-5. Now it's going to be Ken Griffey Jr. He's already homered here in this one. Out there to center. He's got it, and there's one down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Back there. And it's gone. Home run. A soaring shot to center. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. It's 6-6. Now at the plate, Elly De La Cruz.
0-1.
One down, base is empty. This one smoked out to left. And there's 2 down. Here's the left fielder, Riley Green. That one pushed foul. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Just off the inside edge. Ripped on the ground to second. That's out number 3. Back here in Denver, here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. And that one is downstairs. And that is ball 1. Albies in his 8th season, 26 years old, and he's a native of Curacao. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
2 strikes.
Hit on the ground to short. Gloves it on the dive from his backside. And he can't come up with it. Jason Varitek now at the plate. Yeah, that's fouled off. On the ground right side. 4, 6,
He's out.
3. And they turn the double play.
Sometimes double plays get turned so quickly that you don't really get to appreciate all of the finer details and how these guys execute them. Right there, really nice footwork, and a good feed to second was the key to pulling it off.
Finds its way through, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
Meisner stands in now, looks at that one inside. Popped in the air, left field. Green settles under it, and that's the inning. Top of inning number 7. Now it's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
Next offering upstairs.
2 balls, no strikes.
On the ground, right side. Steps on first for the out. Tied at 6. Now the third baseman. Jordan Westburg. And he hits a ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. One down, base is empty. That misses the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
On its way to the corner, Acuna on the run. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. That to right. And there are 2 down. Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Hit on the ground to the right side. And foul ball. And that's ripped into left. Base hit. And the go-ahead run is on base.
He was all over that one. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Martinez now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Cut on and lifted in the air. And Acuna able to make the grab. Set for the last half of the 7th. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. John Franco gets handed the rock out of the pen.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
Popped up. Chisholm has this one sized up. Squeezes it. And there's 1 down. Yordan Alvarez getting ready to hit. And that one is inside. Swing and a miss at a slider.
He's going to have to make sure that he stays patient because he is the focal point in that lineup. They're going to pitch him tough. They're going to pitch
a dive. He's got it. And here's the first baseman, David Ortiz. And the pitch a little bit low, ball 1. That one the other way, De La Cruz. And the inning is over. We go to the 8th, and now the first baseman, Bryce Harper. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1. Tap foul at the plate. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And ball 1.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
Next one off the plate inside. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. And now the center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Simmons up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. High fly ball out towards left field. 2 down. Elly De La Cruz digs in now. In the dirt, blocked. And the runner stays where he is. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
No ball, 2 strikes.
That one not close.
2 strikes.
1-2 to count. Chases that one out of the zone. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Now it's the shortstop, Elly De La Cruz. And that one fouled off. That's towards center. Junior has a beat on it. 1 up, 1 down. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Terry Pendleton. That's down and in. A slider missed.
1-0.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
That's
Ball
a little
2.
bit low.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
Good eye right there.
That's a really good take.
Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk. Ozzie Albies, the next to hit. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Just missed.
That ball went out.
Just a weak fly ball this time. And that will drop foul. 1 away. Tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. And now it's even up.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
And it remains 2-2. Hit on the ground might be 2. Off balance feed. There's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there. Now the catcher up to hit, Jason Varitek. And that is out of play. And fouled off. Two outs. Swings and misses, struck him out. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning. Getting started. Stepping in, Riley Green. Pitch misses inside. Ball 1. And another ball. Next offering is in for a strike.
I think he was sitting off speed right there because he just let the fastball go by.
Pitch misses there. Counts full, 3-2. Fights it off. You'll see another. Ball 4. He walked him. And that'll keep the line moving.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
First pitch misses. this one in the dirt. Runner stays where he is, but the count moves to 2-0. Inside. Ball 3.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Line drive, base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Well, just a total nightmare for lefties. I'd be very surprised to see that matchup again. Pretty good spot, hard and inside.
Pendleton. The throw to second, over to first, safe.
Talk about being able to dial up the velocity. That first baseman over there might need a little pad inside that first baseman's mitt.
Tatis in the box now. Takes strike 1.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised.
Pulls the string with the changeup, struck him out. Now J.D. Martinez at the plate. Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
0-2 is the count.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
A healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Huge strikeout there. And we're back. Here's the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. Franco back to work. And that's
Inside,
off
ball 1.
the inside edge. Ball 1. Swing and a drive. Deep left field. Way back there. Can't get there. Green hurries it back in. The potential winning run holds it second, in scoring position now. Runner in scoring position. He's trying for third. Bunting, but that's a foul ball. The winning run on second base. And that one is in the dirt. And now it's even 1-1. Runner goes again. And he bunts, but that's foul. Strike 2. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to happen with 2 strikes.
Winning run out second. No one out. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Tracks it down for the out. And there's one down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra base.
Bobby Milner comes on now. Acuna in the box now. Takes strike 1. And that's down and away. On the ground to third. And that's a fair ball. Runner around third. Here comes the throw. And he dives in with a winning run. And they win it on a walk-off 7-6. One run. All right, ready to get underway. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Mickey Mantle. And that's in for a strike. And we are underway. And that drops in for a strike.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
Fires over to first. And a quick out, number one. So up next, Elly De La Cruz. His home run numbers stand out, Chris.